Hey everyone, have I here be another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. In this video, I was thinking to myself, man, if they're gonna make these year-end, New Year 2022 dual Dokkan Fest units incredibly strong, the Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Kid Buu are pretty ridiculous. What is the 7-year anniversary units gonna look like? And that's what we're gonna discuss here. So with that, if you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff. Let's go ahead and dive right in. And of course, if you haven't seen these units here, I did a quick preview. It's all over the Dokkan community. The Super Saiyan 2 that transforms into Super Saiyan 3, Dokkan Fest, Physical Goku, and then the Strength Kid Buu. You talk about another level of power creep. Now, we did see a little bit of this as well with the tech androids, right? I say these three units were just like, okay, let's just break the game, right? So, and these are TURs. These are like LRs, but in TUR bodies, and they're incredible. So my question really to you guys, to all you guys, is what is the 7-year anniversary units going to look like? What can possibly they do, except for just like increase more passives and things of that nature, and just make it stronger, stronger? Because really what 7-year anniversary has to do along with these new units here is going to be adding content that really we need these types of units, right? So, and I think most people are speculating that the 7-year anniversary units are going to be a Vegito Blue and a Gogeta Blue, both standalone, right? Don't need transformation, things of that nature, just standalone units here. I think I would say majority of people are thinking that way. Some are thinking crazy. I have some crazy speculations as well, but you know, these two units sell, and that's what comes down to the anniversary. They want to sell a lot of Dragon Stones. They want you to spend money, and you know what? I think that this would actually end up doing it. So let's kind of take a look at these two units, right? So these two units here are the transformed states of the 5-year anniversary units of the Vegito and Gogeta. And this makes sense for them to just do standalone units here because we don't have any standalone LRs for these two units. We have some TURs, right, but not standalone LRs, and that's what we should expect here. But let's take a look at these units real quick. So this unit here, the Vegito here, is a 150% lead. So this was very surprising in the 5-year anniversary when we were looking at 170% meta. They said, oh yeah, we're gonna do Final Trump Card and Patara, but do it at 150%. Because there's like, oh, these two units are so good. But you know, I think at minimum it's going to be 170% for the anniversary, but are they going to boost it up to like 177? Or I'll talk about later is like, what are they going to need to do with these units to make it, you know, incredibly broken? And that's maybe, you know, breaking the meta. So that's the leader skill. Once again, a dynamic that we'll talk about later in this video. Now the super attack here is raises attack and defense for 1 turn, causes colossal damage to enemy. Definitely can see, you know, either a stacking ability or something additional that they're going to add to this, right? We see a lot of units now these days have the raises attack or defense, maybe for 1 turn or multiple turns or stacking, and then they add something else like stun or seal or just, you know, lower attack, something beneficial that we can all use. So I can definitely see that as their super attack, their ultra super attack, their 18 key could be a variation of it. In this case, this was only for raising defense because the defense on these units weren't really that great. And again, I can see them adding a secondary item on the super attack there. The passive skill, you think about this, this is 5 years ago, right? This is, you know, not 5 years ago, 5-year anniversary, 2 years ago. And, you know, when these units came out, they were like, oh, undoubtedly the best units in the game or really top up there, right? I was trying to think, you know, back in the 5-year anniversary, who were we even thinking about as the best units in the game? But you know, there were attack and defense 77%, which now it's like, well, 77%, that's it, that's all they're gonna get. Yeah, it's very mid even at LR stats. Key +2 launches additional super attack, so this in a sense, you know, having that multiple SA is very, very beneficial. I can see him continue to do that with Vegito. That's kind of a Vegito Blue thing, right? So most additional attacks, and then first or second attacker in the turn launches additional super check, high chance of evading enemies at the 3rd attack of the turn. So hopefully they don't copy and paste this, but this is kind of where we left off. I can definitely see that they're going to add that additional super attack dynamic with the Vegito here, right? It's kind of a Vegito Blue thing. And the active skill, Final Kamehameha. I will love to see different skill sets. Every anniversary we get something new, so love to see something different. Like last year with the revival mechanic, that's a pretty broken mechanic, right? Revival, getting another turn without using any dragon stones or any events that you can't continue on. That's so OP. So definitely would like to see something of that nature. Activation, as you can see here, it was can be activated facing one enemy whose HP is 50% or less starting from the next turn. So it can only activate facing one enemy. Hopefully they don't do something like that, because that becomes problematic, like Super Battle Road and things of that nature, right? So link skills, here's what I want to at least review here is what is the link skills going to be. It's going to be very close to this, right? And one thing I'm going to talk about a little bit later is, are they going to add maybe new link skills as an opportunity? Super Saiyan, Kamehameha, Power Bestowed by God, Over and Flash, Fuse Fighter, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power. Great link set. So if they do just keep this link set, or maybe add something even better to it, we'll love to see it. Maybe they add an additional link skill. How cool would that be? Making these units a lot more OP is, instead of having, this is what, 2, 4, 6, 7 links, if they have their 8th link, right? That'd be really awesome. And then the categories. So nice thing about these two units here, they will be on some teams, versus like maybe only having 4 or 5. They're going to have what, 2, 4, 6, 8. There's 10 here, and we assume that they're going to have another leader skill or new category in the leader skill. So probably thinking this is going to be a final trump card 170% and the new category. So we'll probably maybe see like 11 categories on this unit. So the Vegito Blue looks really good if they kind of stick to the kind of the formula they're going to do here and add just a little bit of extra boost to all this. Would love to see it. Now the Gogeta, on the other hand, right? Same thing. It's the leader skill, final trump card, fusion. I don't think we're going to have a fusion leader. We're going to have a final trump card 170, and then the new whatever new category it's going to be. And same thing, super attack, ultra super attack, having some additional benefits on top of there. The passive skill here is virtually the same, right? They made it very similar to each other. It's just the difference is having the additional attack versus effective against all types. A lot of people are on Team Gogeta, a lot of people are on Team Vegito, and I think we're going to have that same discussion in the 7-year anniversary if they come up with these two units here. So again, with active skills, same thing on there. Issue when you're doing like hard content like Super Battle Road and stuff like that, when only you're activated with one enemy remaining, right? So link skills. So the link skills here, if you kind of compare this to the Vegito, right? You have Super Saiyan, Kamehameha on this one here. You do have both on here and Warrior Gods. They have Warrior Gods on this other one, so no Warrior Gods here. What was the difference between this one and this one here? Fuse Fighter, Warrior Gods, Kamehameha, Fierce Battle. What's it missing? It's not the exact same. Warrior Gods versus Power Bestowed by God, right? That's the difference. Yeah, that is the difference between these two. And then the categories here, this one has 2, 4, 6, 8 categories versus the 10 that Vegito has. And then, of course, probably thinking about adding that additional one on there. So Gogeta could use a little bit of additional help because, hey, less categories on there. And adding maybe a different dynamic when it comes to passive skills. I think effective against all types is something. It is a Gogeta thing, right? But adding that and crit to it could be something that they can really, once again, I still think Vegito's better, but if they want to level the playing field, add something like crit and effective against all types, kind of double dip there, would be beneficial there. So anyway. So these are kind of the two units I would say most people are thinking about here. How could they impact or increase the breaking of Dokkan, which they really need to, I think, at this point in time, right? There's so much that they've been regurgitating for really the past 3 years, right? Yes, the power creep's there, but it's 170% leader skill. It's adding more percentage and higher percentages on there. Some little bit of different dynamics on there. So I'm looking for a new skill mechanic, right? An active skill that's going to do something maybe a little bit different that they can trigger either right away or they can wait on it. One of the things I really like about some of these units, like a Angel Physical, Angel Frieza, and even some other units that you're able to do the active skill, but you can wait on. You can pick and choose when you want to do it. And I think having a new skill mechanic like that initially is, I think, beneficial. So I don't know. I can't think of one that we can do. Maybe, right off the bat, having a defensive buff or an attack buff right away for a couple of turns, something like that, or just you can wait on it for a longer event, something like that. I think I would like to see, like a full power boost, or a powered bestowed by God boost, or something like that. Of course, we should expect broken stats, right? And we've been seeing 21, 22 attack, maybe up to 23. Let's see what it would look like, right, with the stats like getting into the 30,000s levels, right? Why not, right? You have to reduce the percentages a little bit to even out the playing field, but love to see them kind of break these numbers that we've been so used to. Speaking of numbers that we've been so used to, I talked about this, breaking the 170% leader skill meta. Yes, we have 177 leader skill in the LR Freeku, but that's already been a couple years, right? It's already been a couple years, and we know an EZA is not going to increase that number there. And I can see them doing 177 for these units here. But I love to see them just breaking, go to 8 or 187 or something of that nature. I don't think they're going to go 207, but definitely can see them going 177 and making this equal up to the Frieza and Goku LR. Because once again, there's no other. It's crazy that they ended up doing that, like on a non-Dokkan Festival exclusive unit, and he's the only one. So highly likely that they're going to break the 170. But are they going to actually break 177? I'm not sure. But 177 should be enough added benefit there to make teams just so much stronger, right? So I love to see some new links, right? We've been seeing the same ones over and over again. Introducing a few extra links or adding a 8th link, like I mentioned in the previous discussion there. Adding an 8th link would really change the dynamic, right? Seeing that one more link there, people would be really surprised in it, and then also seeing that it can connect maybe with some other units that they weren't able to do before, building teams a lot better. So I love to see a new link dynamic there. The last two probably definitely not likely going to happen, but new Rarity, because you can see in Dragon Ball Legends, the other major Dragon Ball mobile game here, with Ultra Super Gogeta, a lot of people spent some money on that. Even I did. Even I threw some dollars at that game that I don't even play that much, just because I wanted to have a chance to pull that unit, which of course I didn't, and kind of wasted those chronos where I could have bought more Dragon Stones. But anyway, new Rarity would be very interesting. I've always done these posts of God Rare or Z Rare or something like that. Could be something they add new to version Z here, because version Z is still evolving, and a new Rarity could be a possibility, but I highly doubt it. I think they're going to just stick with LRs, even though we have a ton of LRs now. Added potential is something that I said, if they were to do something really special to this, is create another branch for like LRs, right? Because we have branches for everyone, but maybe these new LRs, or once again, if it turns into a new Rarity, they add maybe a branch or two more to their hidden potential. Meaning what? Of course, you need to get more dupes. Meaning what? You need to summon more. Meaning what? They make more money, right? So hidden potential system was one of the best things that happened to Dokkan, because people said, okay, I got to summon for 5, right? Now, if you had a summon for 7, might be something that will increase the opportunity to get more Dragon Stones on. I know free-to-play players are going to be like, oh no, they're going to, help out whales a little bit more. But still, once again, as more pay-to-play people still pay for this game, the more likely you're going to continue having this game, right? Just so keep that in mind as well. So even though you only get one copy, you don't have any dupes, things of that nature, you can still play those units. It's just not at that super tip-top high level on there. So I would love to see an opportunity for an added potential on these upcoming units on there. But are they smart enough to do it? Are they smart enough to not just regurgitate these two units here, basically make these two units but with better stats and 177% leader skill? If they do that, I will be very disappointed. All right, I want something to break the game. I want something that they can change the dynamic, that Global can definitely look forward to and say, okay, 7-year anniversary is the game changer. And I don't know, I was hoping for this in the 6-year anniversary. Yes, the revival mechanic is a huge game changer, but in of itself, those two units were amazing in MUI Goku and Evolution Vegeta. Very, very hype. But they need to one-up it. They need to one-up it. So anyway, this was my video, just kind of discussing this thought I had was, you know, if these two units are this strong, how are they going to make the 7-year anniversary units even stronger? So with that, if you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff. Thank you guys for watching. Me just rambling on here. And yeah, again, thanks for watching. Keep on Dokkaning. We'll catch you next time. Later.